Your uterus is basically running a monthly heist on your brain's snack drawer. The monthly mutiny. So your body decides, once every 28 days or so, that it absolutely needs chocolate. Not wants. Needs. The kind of need that makes rational adults consider whether the gas station 2 blocks away is still open at midnight. The kind that makes you evaluate friendships based on who might have emergency chocolate supplies. And before anyone jumps into the comments with, "Just have some willpower," let me stop you right there. This isn't about willpower. This is biochemistry throwing a full-blown tantrum inside your endocrine system. Your prefrontal cortex, the rational decision-making part of your brain, is getting steamrolled by hormonal signals it cannot override. Here's what's actually happening. Your hormones are playing musical chairs, and chocolate is the only seat left. The luteal phase, that delightful 10 to 14-day window before your period arrives, sends your estrogen and progesterone levels on the world's worst roller coaster. Estrogen drops by up to 50% in just a few days. Progesterone peaks around day 21 and then nosedives. Your brain registers this as an emergency and starts sending urgent signals. Find something that fixes this, preferably wrapped in foil. Serotonin's gone missing. Let's talk about serotonin. Your brain's "everything is fine" chemical. During the luteal phase, serotonin production takes a vacation. Just packs its bags and leaves without so much as a 2-week notice. Research shows serotonin synthesis can drop by up to 25% in the premenstrual window. And your brain, now running dangerously low on its happy juice, starts sending emergency broadcasts. Find something that boosts serotonin now. Enter chocolate. Cacao contains tryptophan, the amino acid precursor to serotonin. Your brain isn't stupid. It's been taking notes since puberty. It remembers that chocolate made you feel better last time, and the time before that, and the 150 plus times since your reproductive system started this monthly circus. So it creates a craving so intense you'd trade important possessions for a Toblerone. The kicker? Chocolate also triggers dopamine release. That's your reward chemical. So not only does chocolate temporarily patch the serotonin shortage, it also gives you a hit of "excellent work finding chocolate, brain." Your brain is training you to seek out cacao products through positive reinforcement. Magnesium, the real MVP. Here's where it gets genuinely interesting. Menstruation depletes magnesium. Your body loses this mineral through the uterine lining it's shedding, and magnesium levels drop even further in the days leading up to your period. Some studies estimate women can be 20–40% lower in magnesium during the late luteal phase. Low magnesium is associated with mood swings, muscle cramps, headaches, fatigue, and a general sense of everything is terrible. Dark chocolate is loaded with magnesium. 1 ounce contains about 64 milligrams, roughly 15% of your daily recommended intake. 2 squares of decent dark chocolate gets you nearly a third of the way to adequate levels. Your body isn't craving chocolate because it's weak. Your body is craving chocolate because it's trying to replace a mineral it needs to function. Studies have shown that women with adequate magnesium levels experience fewer and less severe PMS symptoms. So when you're elbow deep in a bag of chocolate chips at 2 a.m., you're not being dramatic. You're practicing preventive medicine. Blood sugar chaos. Progesterone affects insulin sensitivity. When progesterone rises during the luteal phase, your cells become slightly more resistant to insulin, meaning your blood sugar gets harder to regulate. You might eat the same foods you always eat, and still end up with blood sugar that looks like a heart monitor during a jump scare. When blood sugar dips, your brain panics. It needs glucose to function, and it needs it now. Chocolate delivers sugar rapidly, plus it has fat to slow absorption just enough that you don't immediately crash again. It's basically the perfect blood sugar band-aid. This is also why you might crave other carb-heavy foods before your period. Pasta, bread, chips, anything that converts to glucose quickly. But chocolate has that magical combination of sugar, fat, and mood-boosting compounds that make it the craving champion. The iron connection. Periods mean blood loss. Blood loss means iron loss. And while chocolate isn't exactly an iron powerhouse, dark chocolate does contain measurable amount. More importantly, the magnesium in chocolate helps your body absorb iron more effectively from other foods. Iron deficiency symptoms include fatigue, weakness, and difficulty concentrating. Sound familiar? These are also classic PMS complaints. Your body might be reaching for chocolate partly to address an impending iron situation it can sense coming. The human body is annoyingly smart about things it refuses to explain to you directly. Stress hormones join. As if the estrogen progesterone chaos wasn't enough, cortisol enters the chat. Stress hormone levels tend to increase during the premenstrual phase, partly because your body interprets the hormonal shifts as a stressful event. Which, fair. Cortisol makes you crave calorie-dense, highly palatable foods. This is an ancient survival mechanism from when stress usually meant predator nearby, or winter coming, food scarce. Your body thinks it needs to stock up on energy reserves. It doesn't know you're stressed about deadlines or your uterus preparing for demolition day. It just knows, stress detected, seek calories. Chocolate delivers those calories in a format that also reduces cortisol. Research has shown that dark chocolate consumption can lower cortisol levels within a couple of hours. Your body craves it, you eat it, cortisol drops, and your body learns chocolate equals safety. This is operant conditioning at its finest. Theobromine's secret role. Chocolate contains theobromine, a compound related to caffeine but way less jittery. Theobromine is a mild stimulant that can improve mood and alertness without the heart-pounding effects of straight caffeine. It also has muscle-relaxing properties. During the premenstrual phase, uterine muscles are gearing up to contract. Cramps are essentially overenthusiastic muscle contractions. Theobromine's muscle-relaxing effects might provide subtle relief that your body recognizes and seeks out. You're not just craving chocolate for the taste. You're craving it because your body knows it contains compounds that make the next few days less miserable. Theobromine also has mild diuretic effects, which could help with bloating. Your body is playing 4D chess while you're wondering why you can't stop thinking about brownies. Endorphins on demand. Chocolate triggers endorphin release. These are your body's natural painkillers. The same chemicals that create runner's high but without having to run anywhere. Your brain anticipates pain and discomfort because periods hurt, and it starts screaming for anything that might activate the endorphin system. This is proactive pain management from a brain that has been through this monthly nonsense enough times to know what's coming. It's learned that chocolate equals endorphins equals less suffering. So it generates cravings powerful enough to get you off the couch at unreasonable hours. The fascinating part is that anticipation of eating chocolate also releases dopamine. Just thinking about it triggers reward pathways. Your brain is pre-gaming the endorphin release by getting excited about chocolate before you even take a bite. Why specifically chocolate? Other foods contain magnesium. Other foods boost serotonin. Other foods provide quick sugar. So why is chocolate the universal menstrual craving and not, say, a nice spinach salad? Because chocolate hits every single target at once. Magnesium, tryptophan, theobromine, sugar, fat, endorphin triggers, dopamine activation, cortisol reduction. It's the Swiss Army knife of comfort foods. Your brain ran the numbers and decided chocolate provides the best return on investment for craving energy. There's also a cultural component. From childhood, chocolate is marketed as a treat, a reward, an indulgence. Women are particularly targeted with messaging that chocolate is acceptable emotional eating. This conditioning reinforces the biological cravings with psychological ones, creating a feedback loop strong enough to bend reality around a candy bar. Your body knows things. Here's the uncomfortable truth diet culture doesn't want you to hear. Your body is smarter than your meal plan. It tracks nutritional deficits in real time. It monitors hormone levels with more precision than any fitness tracker. It predicts upcoming physical challenges based on pattern recognition. And it generates cravings specifically designed to address those issues using whatever foods you've learned to associate with relief. Chocolate cravings before periods aren't weakness. They aren't moral failing. They're your body's sophisticated attempt to handle a complicated biological situation using the tools available. The fact that it chose something delicious is honestly a bonus. It could have made you crave liver, or spirulina, or those weird chalky supplements nobody actually enjoys.